In our show today, we're going to do beef tenderloin stuffed with roasted red pepper, spinach, and Boursin cheese. We're going to grill that on the open flame. Then we have roasted red potatoes in a real simple marinade. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to do some simple, skewered red potatoes. I'm going to tell you how we're going to put that together. It's a lot of fun, very simple, great brunch, or even an appetizer with additional vegetables on there. We have some roasting, we have some peppers roasting on a grill right now. We have a real hot grill, okay? We're going to take our peppers and roast them so they are nice and charcoaled all the way around. We're going to use our roasted peppers to stuff our beef tenderloin. These peppers still have a little bit to go. We're only going to need 2 of them, but I wanted to make sure that you see the process of this on our grill. We're going to do our whole meal right out here on the grill. It's going to be a stuffed tenderloin of beef. And we're going to fill that with some fresh spinach and some nice Boursin cheese. First thing we're going to do is quickly work with our beef. We actually took our beef right from our cooler, and we are going to clean off all our silver skin. Last week we talked about using the filet. We made our beef sattés with our Asian sauce. We are going to show you this week how to stuff. We're going to butterfly this, all right, and we're going to stuff it up. Stuff it. Let me take and remove this so it doesn't fly up with the wind. It's a beautiful day out here, nice and cool, but sunny. We are going to take our boning knife. We're going to use the boning knife. This has a bit of flexibility, but not too much. I'm going to slide it under the silver skin and work this all the way through. And then we're going to pull it back so that we can cut our silver skin off. Now, why we don't want our silver skin on here is because even if we left it on and we roasted this on our grill, the silver skin doesn't burn away. It just becomes charred, all right? And it doesn't add any flavor. Our real thin, fatty pieces that we would be using for our tenderloin, like we did last week on the grill, we left some of the fatty piece on there. It's the very thin, fatty tissue on your meat that is going to give you flavor because it's basically going to melt away. The silver skin doesn't. You'll see how easy this is. Now, you can either use the head, and that's what this part here is, of the meat, okay, or of our tenderloin. This is the head. And I'll show you why in a second. I want to make sure you can see this. I mean, many folks go out camping, and this is something that you could do if you were out camping. Maybe your grill isn't as big as the grill that we have here, but if you're going out for a weekend, or you're going to, I know a lot of people that like to get in their motorhomes and they travel. They have grills with them. They're doing cookouts. They go to different RV resorts and spend some time. This is perfect. You take your meat right from the refrigerator, set it up indoors or outdoors. You wouldn't want to keep this outside too long. What we're going to do with this, okay, why is this our head? This is our head because it has the 2 sides of meat. This is where the chain would be, as our whole tenderloin is going to be about so long. So this is where the chain is on one side, and here's another part of the tenderloin, which actually, this is what we used last week to make our beef sattés, okay? So what we're going to do today is I am going to cut off part of this, and I'm going to reserve that for a future use. And then I'm going to come inside here, and I'm going to open up my filet. And then we're going to pound it down just gently. And I want to open it up because I'm going to fill this. I'm going to gently pound it down Okay, this is called butterflying. We're opening it up. Now it's nice and flat because we're going to tie this after we stuff it. All right? Now, what we would use here is a mallet, and we would take our mallet, we would pound it down. You could use the bottom of a pot or one of your small saute pans if you don't have a mallet. And we would pound it down, and then what we would do is flip it over, make sure that both sides are nice and thin. You want to have about 1/4 of an inch, okay? Pound it down on this side, and you're all set and ready to go.